University at Buffalo haunted. If you've ever seen the movie Asylum, released in 2008, maybe more people would be afraid of dorming at college. This movie, even though many do not know it, helps play a role as to why UB can be even more creepier at night than you thought before. Asylum was about a mental hospital that was turned into a college. Many spirits roam the halls, killing students who cross in their paths. But what does this have to do with UB? It turns out that the South Campus of the University at Buffalo sits on what used to be the Erie County Poorhouse and Insane Asylum. Many people who were admitted to this hospital came here to live and to die. However, the university just didn't buy the property for the university. For many years, they shared the same property with the almshouse and mental institution. It was even said that inmates and students shared the same buildings. At first, there seems to be no known record of the cemetery being on property. This, however, has been proven wrong. If you're ever walking along Clement Road or near Clement, Goodyear, or Hayes Hall, you could possibly be walking on the remains of people who stayed on this property, or you could even be walking with a ghostly companion. In March of 2012, contractors who were repairing a sewage line came across an unwanted surprise. They seemed to have found human remains. This time, it was full bodies. In the past, during 1964, 1983, and 1994, fragments of human remains were found. But by June of 2012, just about 300 bodies were found buried beneath Clement Street. If this doesn't shock you, 2 caskets were found, and when opened, there wasn't anything in it besides logs. Could more be buried beneath South Campus, exposing the secrets of the past? Each Halloween, UB has its own haunted house in the student union. But don't look past it as all fun and games, because in fact, UB could truly be haunted. Professor Danforth claims in the article, The Truth About Hayes Hall. I recall walking down the hall late at night and glancing into a room to see an old woman with a wispy, shoulder-length gray hair and wearing 1920s-style informal clothing, sitting at a secretary's desk looking perplexed at the newly installed computer. I turned back to ask her who she was and how she'd gotten into this wing of the building, but she was gone. Was this a figment of his imagination from knowing the history and the late night of grading papers? Or was he actually seeing a ghost from the previous almshouse and insane asylum? No one can know for sure, but even if it's just a hoax, people are still interested. But why are people interested in this story, and why does the legend of UB being haunted exist? Paranormal activity is becoming very popular, from TV shows to movies to paranormal groups being created. From this perspective, people think that hauntings are cool and happen to anyone, anywhere, at any time, which could lead to many false accounts of paranormal activity. Another effect of these paranormal shows is that people are easily convinced that paranormal activity is occurring without proper evidence. People are very impressionable. Another thing is fear. The fear of death and or the fear of ghosts could cause people to be more accepting of ghost stories and accounts. With this being said, many people are living on their own for the first time when they come to college, so to them it is already scary, and these ghost stories that are floating around are very interesting and leave an impression on them. On top of that, they stay up all night studying for exams and doing homework. This could cause them to imagine or hear or see false, ghostly evidence, leaving them with the impression that their dorm is haunted. Now, I'm not saying that these halls at UB are not haunted. They very well could be because of the mass amounts of bodies that were laid to rest beneath these halls. However, the reason people may or may not believe in it without substantial evidence is very simple. If they do not believe in it, they could possibly be skeptics, and with no proof, they are not going to want to believe in it. Also, they may not want to believe that their school is haunted. People may believe in this legend because they watch all of these shows about the ghosts, and also they could be seeing false ghosts and be hearing false sounds. They know the history of the building, and they stay up all night doing homework and studying, and their minds could be playing tricks on them. While most students wouldn't want to be sharing a room with an unwanted spirit, I know I wouldn't want to. Who could study when worrying about a ghost roaming around? But this could potentially cause the university to lose students. Maybe this is why it's so hard to find information about this legend. So is UB really haunted? It still has not been proven, but from these claims from professors, the bodies being found, and people being very gullible about ghosts will keep this legend and history alive. You could always visit UB to find out for yourself.